Has anyone ever offended you and they really hurt you, but they now did something and somehow that thing they did made the pain go away? Hi everyone, I'm Theresa Ikpenyong, and today I'm going to be talking about compensation. Alright, so you guys know that I always talk about life experiences, maybe something I came across in recent times. I have a life example of what I'm talking about, but I also saw something in the Bible that made me really think about this topic. Let's go to Genesis chapter 20. This was the story of Abraham and Abimelech. You guys should forgive me today, but I'm going to be reading from the Bible. Alright, now Abraham moved on from there into the region of the Negev and lived between Kadesh and Shur. For a while he stayed in Gerar, and there Abraham said of his wife Sarah, "She is my sister." Then Abimelech, king of Gerar, sent for Sarah and took her. But God came to Abimelech in a dream one night and said to him, "You are as good as dead because of the woman you have taken. She is a married woman." Now Abimelech had not gone near her, so he said, "Lord, will you destroy an innocent nation? Did he not say to me, 'She is my sister'? And didn't she also say, 'He is my brother'? I have done this with a clear conscience and clean hands." Then God said to him in the dream, "Yes, I know you did this with a clear conscience, and so I have kept you from sinning against me. That is why I did not let you touch her. Now return the man's wife, for he is a prophet, and he will pray for you, and you will live. But if you do not return her, you will be sure that you and all who belong to you will die." Let me not bore you with the rest of the story, though I'll make reference to a particular verse, I think verse 16. Basically, we know the story. Abraham went to Gerar, and because he had a beautiful wife, he told the wife, "Tell them you are my sister," and everything. And then when Abimelech actually confronted Abraham was like, "This place, you people don't fear God here. I thought you guys would kill me. And besides, Sarah is actually my sister. She's my half-sister. We're the same father, but not the same mother." Abimelech now gave Abraham, so let's read what he did. Abimelech brought sheep and cattle, male and female servants, and gave them to Abraham. And he returned Sarah his wife to him. And Abimelech said, "My land is before you. Live wherever you like." Then to Sarah he said, "I am giving your brother 1,000 shekels of silver. This is to cover the offense against you before all who are with you. You are completely vindicated." When God came to Abimelech in the dream, all he told him was like, return the woman. Now let me just digress a bit. You see this example, this is what we call touch not my anointed. Touch not my anointed. You hear men of God say, this is God appears to your enemy in the dream and warns him. I've not seen that level. Abraham was really special. Anyway, God told him to return Sarah, and he had shut the wombs of, that's why he had to tell Abimelech, "Let him pray for you, he's a prophet." Abimelech used his discretion. I can't just return this woman. I have to make up for the inconveniences. That is where I come in. I'm going to use another real life story to portray my compensation, because sometimes we offend people and we feel that it's enough to just say, "I'm sorry," and walk away. You can use your discretion to say, in this situation, how can I make up for my mess up? Alright, so I was in an LOC. We had my professional body. We were hosting the whole nation, and I was put in the LOC in charge of food. I don't know why they always put me in charge of food. Maybe because I'm also Minister of Enjoyment. Anyways, we organized, everything was going fine till we now had some kind of gala night. And I invited a vendor that I knew in person to come give us small chops, give us oli and fish, so many things and all that. On the day of the event, they were running late. I was calling, "Oh, we are coming. These people ended up coming really late, and they had a lot to cook, and they were cooking those things live. I remember there was pepper soup, there was this, there was asun. Imagine you coming, you have not even prepared anything. The people had already been waiting. You now came late and you're starting to prepare. It was a disaster. The people were hungry. After they had paid this gala night, the way they do it, you pay for tables. So these people were hungry. There was no other food anywhere. They were seeing the things, but the things were not prepared. It was a total disaster. It was a total mess, and I was very livid. I was like, I didn't know what to do. The thing was just a disaster. At some point, I just walked away. "Oh, we are sorry. It turns out they had another event, of which for me they would have done division of labor, even if it meant bringing in new hands for that day. The event was a mess." What I was thinking about, because in my mind, when you do me like that, I'm sorry, I'm not going to give you any jobs again. I'm not going to do any referrals. That's the end. After the whole conference, we're kind of having a review meeting, all of us in the local, whatever, and everything. You know what these people did? I think we were up to 50. They brought 50 packs of small chops for us to make up what they did. Now, it may seem small. I don't even know if it was 50. Maybe we're more than 50. I can't remember. But what touched me was the fact that apart from the apology, they went an extra mile to make up for their mess up. And for me, back then, the pain was erased away. I'm like, these people have They have sense and all that. There are some relationships that it means so much to you that you will go out of your way that apart from apologizing, let me make it up to this person. Abimelech did not have any long-term relationship, but the way God came and warned him in the dream, he didn't just want to be on the bad side. He had to compensate, and afterwards, Abraham prayed for him. The Bible says that God had shut the wombs of his wife and his female servants and all that. He went out of his way. A lot of us, we offend people, and then we don't think, we just, you feel very entitled to the forgiveness. We forgive. The forgiveness, most people forgive, especially these days, for their own sake, not even for your sake, you understand? But you don't think, oh, how can I make it up to another person? I give you another instance. There was this person a food vendor who I buy stuff from. I've made referrals for her, jobs and stuff like that. And I bought a product from her. This is me, that I make noise about her product. I'll put it on my status. This particular product is really nice. But for the first time I bought it, and there was something wrong with it. I'm like, this thing is not fresh. Instead of just, I'm not a difficult person. But if it's not good, I'm going to tell you that it's not good. She was there trying to, let me call me back. Are you sure you did not this? Are you sure you know that? Come on, am I a child? I know that this thing gets bad easily. And immediately I got it, I put it inside the freezer. What are you talking about? And in the course of our conversation, the line, I don't know why the line cut, or she got the call on me, but she never called back. And I was like, oh. Then weeks later, she was doing a fresh production of the product, and she comes and, oh, they're doing a fresh this. In my mind head, I'm thinking, first of all, we're having a conversation. Whether you call the call on me, I don't know. And even if the line cut, as a customer, I would call you back and like, oh, I'm sorry about that or whatever. Or try to compensate. How much is this product? That in this your new production, to make up for whatever happened, that you couldn't say, please, I have one for you. I don't know if you can organize someone to pick it up or blah. Nothing. You just tell me you have a fresh production. Of course, that vendor is gone and it's gone for good. There are little things, and I'm talking to business owners now. There are some people who have invested so much into your business. And the thing is, when you start having plenty people patronizing you, you feel you can treat anybody anyhow. It just takes a little. You offend this person, offend that person, the two of them meet, they start complaining about, before you know what's happening, you're losing clients. And even if you have so many clients and losing one or two is not going to reduce your whole whatever, my dear, tiny drops of water make a mighty ocean. Why would you mistreat? Why would you even want to lose that one customer? That one customer can bring me. I don't even patronize this person all the time, but I am very, very good in advertising people and giving people jobs and stuff like that. My point with this thing is that when you offend people, how can I make it up to you? I am sorry for what happened. How can I make it up to you? When the Bible says that a man's gift, yes, a man's gift will make room for him. In Nigeria, I feel that we have overdone it because it has turned to bribery and people feel very entitled. But there's something about somebody has been working hard since morning, and out of appreciation, the person did something for you. Oh, just buy a bottle of Coke. Oh, just take this. If the person doesn't want, there are people who don't want to be influenced by any small whatever. They'll say no, thank you. But at least you made the offer. You recognize that the person did something. Next time when you come, you think the person will not. The person will answer you. You'll be favored in front of the person. Yes, we've taken it too far in this country. It has become compulsory. In fact, when you go to an office, this is your work you're supposed to do. Maybe over time, because people have not appreciated, you now put a price on it. Just maybe to sign something, or you say you have to submit this in 500 naira, you have to submit it in 1,000. We have abused it. But before we abused it, you use your discretion. There are things we do that we need to compensate people or appreciate people. Anyway, let me not stretch it, but just remember the stories and the examples that I gave. If you've offended somebody, apart from saying I'm sorry, especially if you really offended the person deeply, you can ask, please, how can I make it up to you? Or even if you don't ask, on your own, you can sit down. What does this person like? What can I do? Just to put a smile on the person's face and make the offense go easily. Thank you, and I hope you've learned a thing or two in this video. See you guys in the next one.